Yes.
And what we can do. You know, there's a lot that we need to do to keep it on track. But this place is getting ready to bust wide open with a new amusement park. I mean, it's going to be...
You think it's going to, Myra? Do you really?
There's no way
think the Hard Rock theme park's going to do a lot of that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
$500 million investment in the area.
Not just that. Think about it, Greg. I mean,
Yeah.
people are concerned about gas.
Right.
Most of the population is in the Northeast.
Right.
If you're driving to Florida, it takes you 2 more days, another day down, another day back. So you've got 2 more days of vacation.
Right.
We're a much cheaper destination. Plus, those parks are old. I mean, kids used to be into Mickey Mouse till they were 12 or 14. What, the Mickey Mouseketeers? Are you too young to remember that? But that was a show.
You're right,
you know,
yeah.
They
I
were
am
12,
too young, but that's
12 or 13 years old.
Yeah.
Now, most kids have killed more people on computers by the time they're 4 than and Mickey Mouse, forget it. You know,
Right.
3 or 4, it's over with. I want to see Pokemon or something else. So this is brand new for everybody.
Yeah,
So they
sure.
get 2 more days of vacation, less gas.
That's fascinating,
It's a no-brainer.
Now, as the mother of a son versus the mother of a daughter, I don't think you understand the impact of princesses and the impact that those princesses, Cinderella and Snow White and Jasmine and Aurora.
Well, I'm sure they're going to have some princesses over there.
Oh, yeah. Well, we need to work on that. We need to talk to Stephen about that, make sure they do have some princesses, because that is surely the biggest draw to
Well,
pull
you
in.
Definitely, if it's a music base,
Right.
you definitely have...
Led Zeppelin princess. Yeah.
Well, not just Led Zeppelin. You've got a lot of singers that are female, so you can go the other way with that.
That's a great idea. Good thinking. Yeah, it's going to do amazing things for the area. Right over the waterway here. I mean, it's literally Harrelson Boulevard.
But
just
not
cruise
just
on
that.
over.
All the people that are looking at doing other things that want to coattail off of that. All of that's going to give us a solid base. I know people that have land in and around there. Everybody's inundating them, trying to do hotels, looking at things and stuff. So, you know, it's got to. And I just, from the vendor standpoint, we do the hotel, motel, and restaurant supply show, the Southeast.
Yes, you've been doing that for a long time as well.
Yeah, we've been doing that for 31 years.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Not long after you found it.
No, there was nothing to do in the off-season.
So
I had to do something to
that prompted Leisure
eat.
Time Unlimited.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So, but no, a lot of our vendors, I'm talking to them, and they're telling me about projects and people that are looking and things that are happening, and they're looking. I always used to be on the ocean front, and certainly they're definitely looking on the ocean front, but there's a lot that you would never have 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You would never even think of a hotel property besides what was by the waterway.
Right.
Over there, and there's a ton of people
The Holiday
that are
Inn
looking.
West, yeah, sure.
So things are changing, and it's good. We're becoming more of a solid market, more year-round.
Year-round. That is very important. And, of course, the opportunity for the expansion of a major artery like I-73 right into the area will dramatically impact the area.
I think that'll help, too. But it's also, you know, you and I can't relate to it, but can you imagine working very, very hard for 5 or 6 months and then having to go on unemployment, no insurance, no anything? I mean, there's a whole sect of our society that has lived like that for year after year after year because there were no jobs here. So for somebody to bring in year-round and that big of a numbers, and it won't be just what they bring in, but it's the residual is what I'm excited about.
How it impacts the area, yes.
Yeah, but these people can have, I can't imagine having a solid income for 6 months and then being laid off. Or even 8 months and being laid off for 4 months. You never get ahead. You never get out of that hole.
That's tough to think about, Myra.
Well, there's a lot of our population that lives like that. And so with these things coming in, it's wonderful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You highlighted the downtime 30-plus years ago for the hotel, motel, and other trade show that you've been putting on. There are a lot of trade shows that really highlight the fact that the hotel, motel, and hospitality industry truly needs to continue to burgeon itself and focus on year-round opportunities. Is that right? There are areas all over the country that they're trying to bring in more year-round attractions so that they can stay open throughout the...
I would think any resort, I'm not sure the data, but just logically, any resort would want to have a higher occupancy as long as they possibly could.
Continuing to stave off folks from the Myrtle Beach area, I'm thinking about it. When Brad Dean talks about Virginia Beach, for instance, that is spending so many millions of dollars to bring folks in on a year-round basis, opposed to just what we've been doing to try to focus on the summertime. Now the desire is to really wrap it around the year-round in all communities.
The mortgage payment comes 12 months out of the year.
Absolutely.
So does the electric payment,
Great
the insurance,
point.
and everything else. So it makes good business sense.
You highlighted Jester and some of the other wonderful folks that'll be here. Is that his first experience, the 8th
This will be his first experience, but we have Punch and Judy shows. We have I've got the tea leaf readers. During the Victorian, we research everything and try to hook it into the Victorian era. During the Victorian era, they were just coming out of the Black Ages, and anything that had to do with non-religious stuff they couldn't do. So the Victorian women were kind of bored, so instead of reading palms, they developed a way to read tea leaves.
Didn't know that. Yes.
And they tell your fortune with the tea leaves. Now, the same difference, but they got away with it that way.
Right.
They were still hanging witches and burning witches at that point.
It was still a tough time, yes. For folks who haven't been before, the center of activities, of course, as you said, it's a week-long event.
Right.
But for folks who haven't been, is there one day that is the most heavily traveled? Maybe they want to come in the day before. Is it principally the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or if a viewer wanted to come in and not be overwhelmed by the
come early or come late.
Great, good.
But we
the
have
hours.
crowds.
Great. The hours?
10 to 6, 10 to 6, 10 to 6, and 12 to 6.
Okay, on Sunday the 11th. Fantastic. Wrapping up there on Sunday. And, of course, for viewers who, if they call the phone number, the 843-448-9483, or if they even went online, they can find out some of the other activities earlier part of the week.
They can, and they can order their tickets ahead of time, too, if they
like. Great. Very important. Yes. Myra, I think I saw in 1989 you were recognized by the Wall School of Business there at Coastal Carolina University as their Entrepreneur of the Year. What prompted that? Was that...
they started the award, and I was
You were the
fortunate.
Inaugural winner.
Yeah,
That's incredible. Is that an award they still give out every year?
Yes, it is. Actually, the guy called me 3 times because I thought somebody being funny.
It was a joke, yeah.
And I hung up on him twice. The third time he said no.
Oh, come on.
I did.
Yeah.
I thought he was being funny.
It really happened, yes, yes. That's a big honor.
Well, thank you.
I think I see on here you're the Supplier of the Year, as presented by the South Carolina Tourism and Hospitality Educational Foundation. A lot of these great awards. Is this principally for your early service, kicking off Leisure Time Unlimited 30-plus years ago, putting on amazing shows and continuing to develop the marketplace?
Well, we try to work within the industry that we're working with to give back to the industry too. We do some stuff with the Hospitality Association to try to give back. I mean, none of us would be anywhere without the Hospitality Association. We need them to help with our governmental issues, and we need the stuff. So, I mean, you have to give back. They were very kind. There are a lot of people that do a lot of things, and we were real surprised to get that, too.
How about volunteer opportunities for the 26th Annual Dickens Christmas Show and Festivals? Are there any opportunities that folks could line up for to volunteer? Do you have any volunteer needs?
We don't.
Maybe the charities.
But the charities do, and if somebody wants to help, they can certainly call, and we'll definitely line them up with a list of charities.
Okay, great. As you think back yourself growing up in the upstate, Myra, I think I saw you attended college in the Midlands, ended up on the Strand, Columbia College, excuse me, that is close to in the Midlands there. To think about looking and ending up in Myrtle Beach, as you look back, was there anything in your childhood that made you think that you would get into the hospitality and tourism industry and be in it for 30-plus years?
No, I thought I'd go to college, get married, have 5 kids and 3 dogs, and but life doesn't always turn out the way you think it will.
Yes, that's
And I wouldn't change a thing.
Not a thing, yes.
We've had a good ride.
That's fantastic. Of course, as we think about all the activities that happen in the area, and of course places that you could set up shop. It was so exciting early this morning to go online and see your location there on Main Street. Not too many folks can claim Main Street anywhere as an address. The area there in downtown Myrtle Beach that you've made your home for your office and much of your much of your facilities there, the downtown area is growing at a good level. Have you seen that growth?
We've been involved in a good bit of that, and we're excited about it. Unfortunately, it's been a bit of a struggle to do some of the stuff, but we're making a lot of headway, and I think there's a lot of really neat things to come.
Great, great. Lastly, Myra, what's the big reason why you think folks should be out for the 26th annual Dickens Christmas Show and Festivals Week?
Because it's fun. It's a good way to start the holidays, to feel good, to see some neat stuff, to smell the aromas, to see the decorations, to see the costumes. I mean, some of these exhibitors just go all out. And if you've got some really unusual people and all of us do, to buy gifts for, you'll find something there, and you'll have fun doing it. I mean, it's shopping, but it's not mad shopping. You can walk through and not buy a thing and just have enjoyed it. Just looking and seeing and tasting, and you can't go through without, most people have at least one little bag in their hand, and lots of them go back and forth to their cars and come 3 and 4 days. We sell a lot of multiple day passes.
Well, that's tremendous, Myra. Thanks so much. Those are great words. Thanks for being with us this morning. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Myra Starnes coming up next. Making your function our function. Paying attention to even the smallest details. The smallest details. Take advantage of this. 843-448-9483. 843-448-9483. DickensChristmasShow.com. Pay attention to that small detail. Go online, DickensChristmasShow.com. It's the 26th annual Dickens Christmas Show and Festivals Week. It's an entire week. Think about the real excitement of being involved, not just a 4-day event, but an entire week. Something's happening down in Charleston and Marion and Mullins, all over the county, and particularly right there at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center. You've got 3 weeks to prepare. You can get friends and family in from all over. Make this a destination that you want to spend an entire week, an entire weekend, even just one day right there at the 26th annual Dickens Show, Christmas Show, and Festivals Week.